Please follow along as I prime the drywall ceiling in this 8x17 kitchen and dining room. Earlier, I removed the outdated popcorn ceiling after verifying that it did not contain asbestos. Testing for asbestos before removal is very important. I patched imperfections with joint compound and sanded the ceiling with 180 grit sandpaper on a 9-inch round vacuum sander. Priming started with a 4-inch mini roller, half-inch nap, and covered end to cut in the ceiling perimeter. For the rest of the ceiling, a 9-inch lamb's wool roller with 3/4 inch nap was used, along with a 5-gallon bucket and roller screen. I used the following process in the 2 bedrooms and the ceilings look great. Here goes the first coat of primer. Each pass was the width of the 9-inch roller. I loaded the roller with a good amount of primer to cover the 8 feet width of the room. I started each pass a couple of feet from the wall on the right, rolled and spread the primer to the wall on the left and back to the wall on the right. Then slowly back rolled the length of each pass for a uniform finish. For the second pass and on, I rolled next to the previous pass and back rolled half on the previous pass and half on the current pass, then fully on the current pass. Half and half, full, half and half, full. This process allowed me to keep a wet edge to eliminate lap marks. The first coat of primer will show lap marks because primer soaks into the drywall and dries rather quickly. The first primer coat will seal the drywall and allow the second primer coat and following top coats to dry slower and not show lap marks. This electrical wire for the kitchen light fixture was strange. I moved it to the middle of the room and installed a round box before the second coat of primer. First quarter done. Second quarter done. Third quarter done. First primer coat finished. Lap marks were clearly visible after the primer had dried. But again, they won't be visible in future coats. Imperfections were patched and sanded. And the ceiling was ready for the second coat of primer. The ceiling perimeter and light fixture boxes were cut in first, before moving on to the rest of the ceiling. I followed the same process as the first coat, but I painted along the length of the room this time around. I planned to paint the top coats this way. I wanted to see if I could keep a proper wet edge and avoid lap marks over the 17 feet length. Being the same color, white on white, made it a bit difficult for my old and tired eyes, but I got through it. First half done. So far, so good. Second half done. No lap marks. Ready for the top coats, which I will do after I skim coat the walls.